So by the time we got to the song Lost, Rachel and I stopped resisting Steve's
Pop sparkle powers.
Left field
Yeah, well, I think we were so
for you guys.
Yeah, that was a
we were
turning
so
point.
attached to our identity as being indie rockers that when we finally got to this song and we're hearing trap hats and all these like 808s and things like that, we were fine with it. It wasn't like, oh, this threatens our identity as artists. We can make a song that has that kind of instrumentation, but it's still our melodies, it's still our voices, and it's still us.
So who wrote this song? Is that the question you asked right before we started?
We don't remember who wrote it.
Okay, it was a collaboration.
Yes.
I have a story, but we'll get to that.
Here's what I think. I think I wrote a song called Lost. It sounds like lyrics I would write. I get lost trying to follow you.
I
Doesn't
agree.
sound like lyrics.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
true.
write.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Ah.
No, here's what I think. I think you played the song for me. It was that chorus, but it had a different melody. Together, as a collaboration, we came up with the I get lost,
No, that's not the melody. I get lost.
I get lost.
No, that's not it.
That sounds like a good harmony, though.
Oh wait, no,
That we
okay,
didn't have, yeah.
okay. When Bernie played me
I can tell you
this
exactly
song,
what happened.
when Bernie played me the song, he had I get lost trying to follow you. That's what it was. But I remember that you had a lot of words in the verse, and I liked the idea of having some phrases that hung. So that was, I don't want to hurt you, no offense.
Yeah, we wrote the.
I wrote a lot of those
We wrote the
minimal lines that make
verses.
the verses kind of
We
hang.
wrote the verses together.
Go ahead, Steve.
Right, and I heard a version of the song that had all of that stuff in it, I think, except for the chorus was either a little bit more experimental, it was still double time,
Right.
but there was something that I was like, the verse, the vibe is cool, the lyric is cool, like the chord progression is different, and I like that. And I think I said the same thing that I always say when I'm feeling it, which is like, can the chorus just go up? Or like lift
Yeah,
up
some
into
soaring.
a thing,
Well,
or be a little bit more structured or less experimental or something. I don't remember what we
well,
were talking
I
about.
listened to it, like the original demo that I did. My chorus was like rock.
Gotcha.
It was
So that may
rock.
have been part of it.
It was double time. Like, I was dying. It was really heavy.
I remember thinking it seemed U2-esque in
Maybe,
a way,
yeah.
like overall, which is not a bad thing. I liked that. Okay. And then at some point, you had to go do something.
I
You were either
went-
going to kickboxing.
I went to kickboxing.
Okay, so you went to kickbox above this studio, and then I've used this phrase with my wife recently, I got into the whiskey patch, and I started messing around with a full, almost exactly as it is now, halftime, really, really dirty 808. I think I'm still obsessed with Yeezus, and I remember thinking, Bernie's gonna come back in 5 minutes, because I totally lost track of time, lost myself in this experiment, and he loved it, which was a huge surprise and thrill for me. And that's essentially the track as it is now. That also
Yeah.
didn't change a whole lot in between that demo and